I'm going to open up Reaktor 6 again. And in here, we're going to go up and go to patch, and we're going to use the blocks again. Go in here, grab this one, move this around. I'm going to drag in a couple things that we need. We're going to put in an oscillator. We're going to do this like real basics. We're going to put an oscillator, we're going to put in a filter, we're going to put an amplifier, and I'm going to get rid of the, keep the levels in. We're going to keep the clock. We need the clock this time. Keep this clock. If it's not in there, you need to pull in your utility and just go over here and grab the utility clock, which is right there. So we've got that. Anything else that we need? Not really. Nothing from this basic stuff, but what we need this 8-step sequencer down here. We're going to keep this one down here. I'm going to put the sequencer, let's put it up here next to our clock. There we go. And the note in, I'm going to keep this in front of the clock after the audio in. There we go. So we should be pretty good. I'm going to keep this down here and the audio out. We'll put this right here. Actually, I'll put the sequencer down here on the bottom. Okay, yeah. So we'll just kind of keep it like this. So what we need to do is we need to connect up a couple things. First of all, let's connect up the pitch from our note in to the pitch on the sequencer, which is kind of an interesting thing. That means that basically what we're going to do is every time we play something on our keyboard, it's going to change the pitch on our sequencer, which is a pretty neat little thing. Then we're also going to use the gate on here to adjust the gate on our sequencer. Basically what that means is every time we hit a key on our keyboard, it's going to play the sequencer and start and stop it. And then we're also going to use, this one? We might need a different gate. Let's not use that one here. Let's use the gate from our clock. And we're going to use the external gate here, like this to this down here. And we're going to use the reset down here to the reset button. What that's going to do is it's going to reset it. So every bar it's going to reset. We're going to turn the reset on here. So every 16th note, we're going to reset it, which is basically one bar. And then the play button, leave that alone down here, I guess. Okay, so now we've got this stuff here. If I hit play, we can see our sequencer is moving. And these are really important. These parts here are quite important. There's different ways you can connect these up. And I forget what the notes say right now to connect them up, but it might be something similar. It might be a little bit different. But basically, one of the reasons why I'm not really looking at the notes right now is because the notes are based around you working at school and not at home. So it's got a few extra bits and bobs in there that I don't want to get confused about. But essentially, it's like this. Our pitch here is going to control the pitch of our sequencer. The gate on our clock, the clock is going to play at 16th notes. When I hit go, it's going to play 16th notes, and it's going to tell this thing to move forward every 16th note. And then it's going to reset it every 16th note, which is one bar, because there's 16th notes in a bar, right? So every 16th note, it's going to reset it back to the beginning, which is essentially one bar. Now, we can see this is moving forward in a little line. It's doing 8 of these things, like that. And now what we want to do is we want to have this sequencer down here. Oh, what's up, Roger? How you doing? You are about an hour. Wait, no, you were here already. Why are you putting your name in again? Pretty sure I saw you, didn't I? Thought I did. Well, I have you marked in here, so whatever. We'll talk about it in Zoom. All right, so in here, oscillator, filter, amplifier. So I'm going to connect these up because we know we need these things connected up. My oscillator goes to my filter goes to my amplifier. My amplifier is going to go over here to my input left and right here, and this is just going to show us levels of stuff, just so we can see our levels. Right? Here we go. Boom. Hey man, what TI? What TI? All right. So, over here, we're going to take this sequencer and make the sequencer so it actually connects up and plays things with our oscillator and our amplifier over here. So our sequencer here, I do this like 2, maybe 3 times a week. On Mondays and Wednesdays from 9:30 Eastern time to like noon Eastern time, around that time. Yep. All right. So here's our sequencer, and we have This here is going to control our pitch because we've got our different pitches in here. And then the gate, let's make the gate control our amplifier. Glad you found me, man. Gate, here's the gate here, boom. And wait, actually, hold on. Not this one. We want to add in an envelope as well because the envelope is going to smooth things out, make it a little bit more interesting. So we'll put that right here, and the gate from the envelope will go into the gate of the gate of the sequencer will go into the gate of the envelope, and the output of the envelope, just like we were before, is going to go to the amplifier right here. Boom. So everything is basically the same. The only difference is that we've added the sequencer in here, and the sequencer is going to tell our stuff what to play more than our keyboard. Our keyboard, so we don't have to keep going like playing all the keys on our keyboard. We don't have to keep doing that. Our sequencer is going to do it for us. So I'm going to hit play on here, and we can. I'm just going to hit a note, so we have a note that we're going with here. And now, if I adjust, let's see here. Let's go ahead and turn all these on. So it's going to play da 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 da. And over here, you can see that my amplifier is going nuts. So I'm going to go ahead and change this. There we go. Adjust it. I'm going to go ahead and turn this down a little bit so it's a little bit more of a. There we go. And I'm going to change this over here. Cool. If I play a different pitch on my keyboard, why is my keyboard not getting note data? Why are you not? That's happening there. Why are we not? We're getting note in data here. We are. Our pitch should be. Oh, I got to track the pitch. That's why. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we got this. And one of the things about this is that you'll notice is that it's not complicated, but there's a lot of little buttons and things that you got to make sure you press. Now, if I adjust this sequencer down here, it's going to change my pitches. So I'm just going to go ahead and let's see here. I'm just going to put this in here, change these pitches, change the pitch. I'm just going to randomly change them. Turn the glide on. And I can turn off parts. And we've got like instant techno beat. And I can make it go back and forth. I can change my gate amount. The gate is how long the note on-off message keeps on there for. Let's put a little beat in there. Little drum kit in here. Play that. Turn this one down a little bit. Cool. Cool. There we go. And I can mess around with my filter here. And we've got like instant techno. Right, and this is a basic sequencer. Nothing super amazing about it. It's kind of fun. I mean, nothing super nothing super mysterious about how it works really. Once you know how this stuff all connects together. So let's just take a look at this one more time. What do we have here? We've got our sequencer here is kind of the main brain of everything. The clock is telling the sequencer when to play. The gate here connects up to the gate. The reset button connects to the reset button. Make sure you have the reset turn on and off right there. Boom, boom, boom. And then you're going to go down here to the sequencer and just program in notes. I hate programming in notes with sequencers like this. It's like one of the things that drives me bananas. I really hate doing it. So I'll just always just hit random if there's a random button on there. There's no random button on this one, but you can just go in here and move it around and do stuff like that. And then connect this up to the envelope, just like our notes. The gate, remember the gate is note on, note off, and just connect up to our envelope so it triggers that here. And then the sound is just connected in here. And the more complicated I want to make this, I just have all the stuff we did before with the mixer and different oscillators and pitches and stuff like that. Just do that right in here with with the oscillator right here. And you could even put this up here if you wanted to make it so it makes a little bit more sense, I guess. Ilan says, can we use Reaktor to create like one-shot sounds and stuff like that? Absolutely, of course you can. And just sample it like we did yesterday. So for example, if I wanted to, here, let's make a kick drum sound using Reaktor. So I'm going to go ahead and get here. Let's take this 909 and I'm going to mute this one here. So we just have this one here. Let's make a kick drum sound using Reaktor, and let's actually do it using this sequencer as well. So here I'm going to go ahead and turn off all this stuff here. Turn this off. Turn this off. Turn this off. I'm just going to have it play C. Let's have it play E. I'm just going to have it do this. I'm going to have it play an E. Sounds like a polka. Okay, so we have it playing this note right here. So first of all, let's go ahead and figure out what a kick drum might actually sound like. Let's put it into this one here. So a kick drum, what is it? It goes bump, 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 kind of like what we're doing right now, right? So we got this sound here. So if we wanted to make it like an 808 type of sound, it doesn't have any sustain. There we go. Tuba sound, yeah. So I'm just gonna pull this down right here, my filter. Now, hold on, let's get rid of our metronome. Now let's put a little pop on the beginning of this using another envelope here for our filter here. Pull another envelope down here. And let's get the gate going from this over here, same thing. The gate's gonna come over here to this, boop. And we're gonna take the output and go to our envelope here, our filter here, and have it pull up. Like this. There we go. There it goes, a little pop on the beginning there. If we want to adjust it, right? Like this, we're just adjusting the length of it is adjusted by the attack and the decay and the release over here. This first one, and we'll call this one our amp envelope. Double click the name, amp envelope. And this one here, wait, what's that? And this one here is our filter envelope. There we go. Cool. So we know what we're dealing with here. And I mean, that's already a pretty decent sound. We want to add some more stuff to it really, but let's add a little bit of a noise to it. Do I have a noise? I don't know if there's a noise amplifier in here. I mean, a noise oscillator that I can do with this. So let's see what we can do. Instead of doing noise, let's put another oscillator in here to control our FM or our sync to make it a little bit more percussive sounding. So let's put another oscillator here. I'm going to go from the output of this oscillator into the FM in. Let's see what that does. That's kind of neat sounding. Gives it a little bit more of a something something. Cool. And I don't really have a noise. We're kind of a little bit limited here. Let me grab another one in here that might have a noise. Let's and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dive into my blocks primes that come with Reaktor when you buy it. Let's use driver distortion here a little bit on the output of stuff. So I'm gonna take out, hold on, let's just do this. Let's take out this thing. We don't need this. And I'm gonna go put the driver over here. And we're gonna go into the input and outputs here. And I'm just gonna go into the input left because we don't need to be stereo really. And the output left, it's gonna go output left and right. Let's see if this works. How that, let's see. Is it doing anything? I don't hear it actually doing anything. I mean, that's definitely doing something there. Let's put that. Oh, that's kind of cool sound. Let's adjust. Put that back up. My dog is walking around. I think she might have to use the bathroom. Let me turn this down here. Yeah, so we can hear this. And then we can also adjust the pitch. Wow, that's a nicer sound there. And then let's adjust the pitch here so it's maybe not so low. Yeah, and you can mess around with that stuff there. Obviously, we want to kind of have it in the key of our song, you know, possibly. Depends on how much you want to do that. But, hey, pups. Hi, babes. Oh, pups. Oh, you're such a cute pups. I feel like she might have to use the bathroom here. But bass, and you could sample this, Ilan. So, you know, you could use this to sample this. Here, let me go ahead and mute out my, hold on. Turn off this one here. And we could make all sorts of stuff. I mean, the more you kind of play with it, the more you can make with it. But that's, you know, there's like a little kick drum sound for us. You know, it's not like the coolest kick drum sound in the world, but you can do some neat stuff with it. You could change things to get the sound a little bit different. You know, we could adjust. You know, various parts of it here, and we could mess with this. We could put like I said, we probably want like a noise in there or something like that, but I don't really want to get into it too deep, but that's just to kind of show you like where you can go with this. Essentially, all the sounds for especially electronic sounds, electronic drums and stuff like that, they're all used making synthesizers like this. And with something like Reaktor, you can make as much as you want. Now, Ilan, I know you were talking about buying Reaktor, and I mentioned about buying Complete. I really think it's a good idea to buy Complete. If you're looking into getting Reaktor, just save up your money for a little bit longer, or get it like on credit or something like that to get the whole complete package, because it's going to come with so much stuff. You're going to be very happy if you just buy Complete as a whole and not just Reaktor. I really wouldn't recommend just buying Reaktor. All right, so that's sequencing and even some drum stuff in there for good measure. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording right here.